What is going on, guys? It's your boy Edward V, and today we're going to talk about intuitive eating. This is something that I've always kind of touched on every once in a while in some of my videos, but I want to give it its own video. I want to talk about it specifically because it's something that is gaining popularity, especially now with the body positivity movement. And also, I've done my video essay on the body positivity movement. If you haven't seen that, you should take a look at it. It's pretty interesting. But I'm going to go ahead and talk about intuitive eating and my thoughts and why I feel that you should or should not follow intuitive eating. I'm gonna go ahead and break it down in this video. Stay tuned. Alright guys, quickly before I start, this video is brought to you by yours truly, Fledge Fitness and the Fledge Fitness jump rope. If you haven't gotten your jump rope yet, it's an amazing aluminum handle with a swivel design, only $16.50. What are you waiting for? The link is down in the description, or you can click the card on the top right hand corner. Now let's go ahead and jump into this video. Intuitive eating has grown in popularity very recently since the body positivity movement has continued to grow over time. Now, the thing with intuitive eating is that it is something that asks you to listen to your body's biological cues for wanting to eat. It asks you to do things like just love the body that you're in, regardless of what type of body you have, to pay attention to hunger and fullness cues, to stop fighting food in and of itself, stop saying yes, yes, yes to something, stop saying no, no, no to something. It's in that realm, but it's that ambiguity that makes it very difficult to be successful while doing intuitive eating. And the honest truth is that most people already do intuitive eating. People don't tell themselves usually like, oh, I can't eat that, or I shouldn't eat that. Some people eat that and then maybe tell themselves, well, I shouldn't have eaten that. Unless they're on a diet, they'll tell themselves I shouldn't, or I should, or what have you. But most people, a lot of people aren't dieting. A lot of people don't go on a diet. They just do a diet for a little bit and then they come off of it and they're eating however and whatever they want. And here's the thing, your body doesn't always know what's good for you, which is why someone can become 800 pounds, something that seems nearly impossible. Someone can do it, but the reason they can do it is because their biological cues are telling them that they want to eat this food. They're not eating the food because they don't want to. They're obviously doing it because they do want to eat the food. So it's something that is tricky. You can get your body into a place where it's telling you the things that make sense because you've created that rhythm, but you did it by force. Something like getting into the rhythm of eating healthy. That's something where you had to break away from not eating healthy. And it wasn't just like, oh, I've just been eating this cheeseburger from McDonald's all the time because I thought I wanted to, but I didn't. And now that I'm listening to my body, I don't want to. It's not gonna work like that. Your body can be heavily addicted to things that carry a lot of sugar, a lot of carbs. There's something called ghrelin release, which it releases on a rhythm. And that rhythm is based on how you actually eat, the patterns that you've created over time. So if you eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you will inherently be hungry during breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If you eat 6 times a day, you will inherently be hungry every 3 hours or so when it's time for you to eat. Your body doesn't create a pattern for you that you've been fighting against. You actually create the pattern for your body based on certain things that you felt at the time and repeating them over and over again. So intuitive eating can be very, very flawed, incredibly flawed. However, can you utilize intuitive eating at a certain point? You can, but you have to actually get your body into that position first. You have to do certain things to get your body to have the correct rhythms so that then you can work off of that and not overeat from that or undereat from that. It's easy for someone like me to just stand here and tell you, hey, look, stop dieting. I know you're overweight and you're trying to lose weight, but stop dieting and just listen to your body when it wants to eat and when it doesn't want to eat. It's not fair really to say that to somebody who has created this rhythm that's almost out of control in terms of health. And yes, we don't know how healthy you are, how unhealthy you are just based on your weight. But obviously, if you're too small, if you're too lean, that's going to be affecting you negatively because organ shrinkage is real. Your organs can start to shrink as the energy is so scarce because you are at a low body fat percentage. And if you are morbidly obese, that is going to create visceral fat, which is fat tissues, adipose tissue that wraps around your organs and can cause organ failure. So yeah, we know that there's visceral fat for when you're morbidly obese, and we know that there's organ shrinkage when you are incredibly lean. So those two extremes are extreme, and they will cause health issues regardless of what you want to believe. But that middle, that gray area, that's where you need to be able to make sure that you're in a good place. Now, if you are in a good place and you like where you are and you are happy with your body, then that's fine, as long as you're healthy, obviously. Well, and also if you don't want to be healthy, it's kind of your prerogative. It's your life. You can do what you want with your life. But if you are going into intuitive eating thinking that it is the answer that will let you lose the weight that you want to lose because intuitive eating should work, it makes sense. It doesn't work the way you think it does. You actually create the patterns that your body then works off of. It's not the other way around. So I just wanted to put out this really short video, but a really important one, breaking down intuitive eating. I wanted you guys to understand what you can expect from it and what you can do to actually make it work for you. If you want to do intuitive eating, you can do it. Just understand that if you're already at a bad place, if you already have created a very bad rhythm, just listening to hunger and fullness cues may not do it for you because your hunger and fullness cues are already in a bad place because the rhythm that was created over time has put you in a bad position when it comes to that. And of course, guys, I want to thank my patrons for my Patreon, and I'm going to go ahead and put their names right up here. And of course, as always, guys, I'll see you on Wednesday for another FAQ. Peace!